Hello, I'm Aussie Villain, and welcome to episode 63 of Raise the Halt, our quest to return Aston Villa to the top of European football, and this is without a doubt the biggest game of the series so far. It's here finally, the Champions League final. We're facing Paris, who only beat Barcelona 4-0 in the second leg of the semi-final, so I'm sure it'll be fine. But we're travelling to the San Siro against all the odds. Look at this. I mean, we're actually a lot more heavily favoured in the odds than I would have thought, given that they beat Barcelona 4-0, but let's not dwell on that. We've got to the final, and we're here on merit, so let's hopefully put in a performance. But no promises, guys. I've looked at their scouting reports, and this is going to be tough. Now, before we get to that, a little bit of housekeeping to wrap up the Premier League season. You can see the team in the league here, and we pretty much filled it out. Our entire defence, except for Langley, a little bit unlucky there, but Ben Davies, Van Drongelen, Kone, and Conti have all made the team of the year, as did Luis Felipe and Dele, Alli, and of course James Wilson up top. So I think we can be pretty happy with the team of the year. It's essentially Aston Villa plus a few ring-ins. And of course, being 2022, it is a World Cup year. We have had 9 players selected for the World Cup. So you can see Kone and the Boob are being caught up by the Ivory Coast, Lima by Austria, Dele, Alli, Patrick Roberts, and James Wilson by England. Conti is going with Italy. Luis Felipe, we have a Brazilian member of the Brazilian team, and Jordan Cameron being selected by Australia. Now, this is the guy, he's out on loan at Rangers right now. He's going to come into our first team squad next year. You can see he's already played 17 times for Australia, scored 10 goals. He's going to do well for us, I think. He may even crack Strands Larsen as that sort of third striker, because you can see he has quite a good jumping reach, quite good strength, and really good finishing as well. But that is the members of Aston Villa that will be taking part in the World Cup. Now, of course, make sure you stay tuned at the end of the episode, win, lose, or draw, because there will be the goals of the season, which is something to really look forward to, and you'll be able to vote on my Twitter at Aussie Villain, but we'll put the links in the description, and I'll put a reminder up when that is all edited together. But for the first things first, the Champions League final, and this is the team we're going with. Golini in goal. We're bringing in Tyrone Mings to play central defence. I know, I just think we might need his pace against Ousmane Dembele, against Neymar, and against Mbappe. So he's coming in with Van Drongelen and Kone. Langley is fit, quotation marks, but his match sharpness is only 60-odd%, so I don't think it's the right game to throw him into. So Davies and Conti are playing down the wings. Lima, Luis Felipe, and Alli, we're going a little bit more conservative in midfield with Luis Felipe. We have Patrick Roberts on the bench if we need him. I just think we're going to have to keep the ball and use it when we have it, and I think Luis Felipe is better at that. And then, of course, Gonzalez and Wilson. Now, Wilson has picked up a little bit of a knock in training. He was only out 1 to 2 days. This was yesterday game time. Medical staff seem to think there's no problem, so we're going to risk him. Hopefully, it'll be a risk that pays off. And then on the bench, we have Pereira, Jordan Williams, James Bree, Miller Jedinak we're bringing in, just more for his leadership as much as anything else. He is club captain, so I think if we in a situation where we need to close out the game, if people are nervous, I think he could be a good one to bring on. Jake Doyle-Hayes as well, along with Patrick Roberts and Strands Larsen. So they're the heroes. As I said, no promises, guys, but let's go play a Champions League final. Okay, here we go. So they're going with Icardi up top. So Neymar is injured, I assume. So that's a little win for us. There we go. Icardi's a very good striker. Emre Can's in there as well. This McKennie, I know he's good. Let's not look at that because it's just going to scare us. Rebrov says do it for the fans. I mean, it's been tried and trusted all season, hasn't it? So I dare say that's probably what we should go with. And then we will just do the old calm. We have faith. And let's see what we can do. I'm nervous because I'm not sure that we have tactics right, all that sort of stuff. But let's just see how we go. We're here and we're not expected to be here. So let's enjoy it, guys. All right, this is it. This is it. Are we nervous? I know I am. In terms of tactics, we're going for sort of similar to what we did with Arsenal. We're playing slightly deeper, slightly narrower, just trying to contain them, basically. Like I say, we've got Mings in there basically for his athletic ability, for his pace, and for his aerial ability. Now, which end are we at here? Was that our end? Oh, no, here we go. Counter-attack for Wilson. Hopefully his dodgy hamstring doesn't pop on us here. Go on, Wilson. Go on, Wilson. Can we get a ball into the box? He's gone back. I feel like that wasn't the option, Wilson. We've given them the ball. Are they just going to counter us now? Oh, I'm so frustrated. Mings, what a tackle. Justifying selection right there. Van Jongland keeping the ball nicely to Kone, out to Conti. It's a good 8 minutes in. We're looking relatively comfortable. Touch wood. Conti steps inside magically. Back to Luis Felipe. Can he find a pass into Lima? They're sort of standing off us a little bit, which I don't know if that's good or bad. Lima, come on, into Dele Alli. That's not really, it's just two tight areas. I wonder if we need to, see that's playing slightly narrow though, Mbappe's on the run here. This is being a ridiculously long highlight, and we know long highlights tend to lead to goals, and they have the ball. This isn't good. Come on, can we get a tackle in challenge? Mbappe at the back post. There is not the start we were looking for. So let's give them encourage. And yeah, I'm a little bit, the way that we were sort of trying to pass through the middle there and there was absolutely nothing on, no space whatsoever, makes me a little bit concerned. Mbappe, you just wonder if we could have done a little bit better. That's disappointing. Okay, so let's, as I said, we don't need to panic. We've had none of the ball though, so maybe slight panic can be had here. All right, can we give them more encouragement? I'm wondering if what we might do is we might not play fairly narrow. We might just go balanced, because I just feel like we're not getting anywhere here. There we go. So we're spreading the play a little bit better now. All right, let's not go a second goal down, and you do begin to fear a little bit for us, don't you? I guess if we don't lose 4-0, we've done better than Barcelona, and that's something we can hang our hats on, I think. It would just be so disappointing, wouldn't it, to reach this final and not win it, but we shouldn't be here. Come on, we've got to tackle in. That's wide. We have no business. We're Premier League champions, so maybe we have a little bit of business being here, but Dele Alli has picked up a knock. It's going to go horribly wrong, isn't it? All right, just no pressure. We're looking a little bit frustrated. Looking a little bit hesitant. All right, here's a corner. Felipe knocks it in. Lima can't quite get on the end of it. Twisted knee for Alli. We don't really want to take him off yet. There's the ball in. Oh, Gonzalez! Oh, what a chance that was. All right, can we give them a push forward? No. Oh, it was such a good chance. Can we... It's not quite half-time yet. We don't want to go and concede right on the brink of half-time. Because like I say, 2-0 and we're in trouble. Oof, good save, Golini. So they're going to have a corner. There's only 20-odd seconds left here. As long as we can defend this, which is... There we go. So that should be half-time. I'm assuming. Is it? There we go. So it's fair to say we haven't had much of that game. We did come back into possession a little bit. Let's go with an assertive... Let's go with a passionate. It's time for everyone to dig in and show what we've got. There we go. Again, these individual team talks are going to get a bit tedious. I'll edit them out and we'll come back for the second half. All right. What we need to do, we just need to watch Dele Alli with his twisted knee. I'm not too concerned because this is it for us. He may miss the World Cup, but that sucks for him, but it's not really our concern. We do have Patrick Roberts that we can bring on for him, so that's what we'll look to do if things aren't going to plan here. Let's try to calm down. So we might look to do that. This is beginning to go away from us. You can just see by the players' body language that it's beginning to turn a little bit here. Yeah, Mings into Luis Felipe. Can we sort of try and build something here from the back? It's a nice ball into Lima, up to Dele Alli. Here we go. Okay, he's going to have lost a little bit, isn't he, with a twisted knee. Conti, that's a good pass out. He's in some space. Can he get a ball in? He can. It's Gonzalez! Oh! Off the post. That was better, though, wasn't it? It was much better. We've got 63 minutes. Lima's okay. We're not looking great here. So what? I don't know. Did we take Wilson off for Strands Larson? There's maybe some sense in that, isn't there? Let's not do that yet, though. I'm thinking Dele Alli he's just maybe it wasn't meant to be, was it, for him? He's picked up a bit of a knock. I think we need to bring Patrick Roberts on because we have really nothing to lose, do we? If we lose another goal, so be not so be. I know that sounds not what I'm trying to say, but why is he only? Wait, let's put Mazzala. Yeah, let's try him as a Mazzala. Let's get Patrick Roberts up there. Let's leave it as that for now. I don't want to go attacking just yet. Can we give them another encourage? It's getting to the point where we need to go attacking. What we need to do now is we need to go for it. It's only 15 minutes left. We've done okay. I mean, it's 1-0. 15 minutes to go. Yeah, I think it's one for Strands Larsen now because what's his name? Wilson does have an injury as well, which I don't think is helping. So we'll put him there. We go Strands Larsen onto a target man. And then we just need to not necessarily push up yet, but close down, higher tempo. Need to try and get stuck in. We need to start and roam from positions. We need mixed crosses because we have a bigger man up there. Let's maybe go for mixed passing as well. Higher tempo. And yeah, just sort of see what happens. It's like I don't know what to say about this final. We don't really belong here yet. Come on, boys. Can we get a push forward? It's not going to happen, is it? It's just not going to happen. We have another sub we can make. Conrad Lima's not having his best game. We'll bring on the great man. Can Yadanak save us one final time? Ball-winning midfielder on support. Oh, 1-0. I mean, if we got completely outplayed, which you could argue we have, 14 shots to 4, but I think this is it. Come on, can we just launch one into the box? I think, are we going backwards? I can't even see which way we're supposed to be going here. Just launch one in, Davies. Launch one in. There it is. No. Well, I'm sorry, guys. We got to the final and we have tripped at the last hurdle. Damn. That's really disappointing. Alright, we don't really want to watch them celebrate, do we? Did we give a good account of ourselves? Let me know in the comments what you think. I mean, they beat Barcelona 4-0 in the second leg of the semi-final. It's just a little bit disappointing. What do we say? We're not pleased. Yeah, I mean, we didn't really do ourselves complete justice in the final. That one chance for Gonzalez, though. Well, there it is, guys. I'm sorry. We'll be back next year, even more determined to win it. That's disappointing, though, isn't it? It's just really disappointing. Dele Alli, he's out for the World Cup 4 or 5 days. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Nice little, 30-odd mil there in the bank that we've got as well. So there it is. What we'll do is we'll just quickly play through for the end of season awards and we'll sort of wrap up the season from there, I guess. All right, so here are the end of season awards. You can see Patrick Roberts has been voted player of the season ahead of Wilson and Luis Felipe. Maybe a little bit of a surprise there, but I mean, Roberts has been in class, hasn't he? Part of the Holy Trinity, of course. Luis Felipe's goal against Middlesbrough has won our goal of the season. Now, of course, as I said, after this episode, you'll see a compilation of all our best goals, and then you'll have a chance to vote for what you think is the favourite. Luis Felipe's goal against Middlesbrough has been given it by the game. Signing of the season is Andrea Conti, 15.5 million. I don't know. I mean, maybe money comes into account, but I think Dele Alli was pretty good for us, wasn't he, at times? But Andrea Conti it is. And the young player of the season is Luis Felipe. Got himself into the Brazilian World Cup squad, so difficult to argue with that one. And of course, you can see our team of the season as well: Golini, Lenglet, Vendrongal, and Kone, Davies and Conti, Felipe, Alli in midfield. Lima's maybe a little bit unlucky not to be in there. Roberts, Gonzalez, and Wilson, the Holy Trinity, of course, up top. And if we look at the stats, top goal scorer, James Wilson, just the one goal short of 30. Patrick Roberts was the highest average rating. Patrick Roberts was the most assists. Best pass completion was Conrad Lima. Patrick Roberts, again, 11 Man of the Match awards. That's probably where the Fans Player of the Year award comes from. When you look at this, your highest average rating, most assists, and most Man of the Match awards, you can see kind of why. Ben Davies with the most yellow cards. Conrad Lima got himself sent off twice. And if we have a look at the season review, you can see lost in the final of the Champions League. So disappointing. But we did come home with the English Premier League title. So that's good, I think. Well, not I think. It is great. Lost to Arsenal in the European Super Cup. That was the start of the season. We tried, obviously, but we weren't too concerned about that. I think we got hammered too, didn't we? I think it was like 5-2 or something. Lost in the Cups both times in the third round. We weren't particularly taking them seriously. So nothing to dwell on there. Match of the season, 4-0 hammering of Everton at Goodison, and moment to forget, 2-0 loss to Liverpool. Liverpool weren't a great team this season, so I think that is maybe a little bit disappointing, more disappointing than perhaps a loss to Liverpool at Anfield would look. You can see just shy of a complete sellout every game, which is amazing. And of course, 32 players used, highest in the league. Everybody by this point, if you've been watching, you know that I love to just give everybody a game, see who's good, who's not. So again, nothing to be concerned about there. But 32 players, that's something to hang our hat on. And team dynamics, this is why we're keeping Jelinek and getting rid of Horahan, because we can't afford to lose two team leaders in one go. So that's the situation there. But you can see, pretty together squad, I think. So that's good to see. Anything else here of note? No, it doesn't look particularly like it. So guys, that's it for this season. A little bit of a dump bummer to finish it on a loss in the Champions League final, but we do have the league title, which I think is great. If you have enjoyed this season, do give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, because next year it's going to be absolutely magical. I have absolutely no doubts about that. Next episode, we'll come through pre-season. We'll go through some transfers as well. A few things that I'm thinking of doing for the squad, sort of more of a tidy up and then improving, I guess, is what I'm looking for on sort of first team players. So as I said, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Aussie Villain, and here are our goals of the season. Be sure to go to Twitter to vote. Take care.
Father's voice now, boy, be kind. Steps up to the burn sunshine.
And here are our top 4 goals from the 2021-22 season. Vote for your favourite now on Twitter.